Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Homestand TV. I'm your host, Celine Chamarki, alongside my co-host, Justin Pooney. Now, Justin, before we get to Bo Horvat and that whole conversation, we're going to get there.
Do we really have to?
We are. I messaged him as soon as the trade went down. I messaged him first thing. I'm like, Bo Horvat. He was in tears. He was in tears.
I wasn't in tears.
You literally just told me off camera you were in tears. Anyways, let's digress from this story. Let's take it to Toronto because that's where we are. Toronto Maple Leafs, they're going to be on the ice tonight to host the Boston Bruins. Now, this is going to be a good test for the Leafs. I mean, we've seen how inconsistent the team can be. Can they keep up with the Boston Bruins? However, Boston's been kind of tired lately. I mean, they played 3 games within like 4 days.
Yeah.
They're tired. They just came off a loss against Carolina. So we're going to see them in action tonight. And I feel like it's going to be a really tight game. Like, this can go either way, in my opinion.
Look, this is a very big game. A very big test for the Toronto Maple Leafs to go up against the big, bad Boston Bruins, the NHL leading Boston Bruins. Look, the Bruins have been playing super hot of late, right? They've been kind of inconsistent, but you know they're going to be ready to play in Toronto on a Wednesday night, last game before the All-Star break. It's going to be a big test. Look, Pasternak's rolling, Marchand's rolling, Taylor Hall's rolling, Patrice Bergeron. The Bruins are a machine this year, right? And without Austin Matthews, I want to see how the Leafs play up to their competition. We always talk about how they always play down to their competition. I want to see if they can play up to their competition tonight and how they fare up against the NHL's best team and the team right now that looks like the clear-cut Stanley Cup favorite. And I think it's going to be an explosive matchup.
And who would have thought that at the beginning of the year, too?
We did not think that. We thought this was the Bruins were done. But look, this is like their last kick at the can with Bergeron and Marchand. And then right now they're making the most out of it.
Yeah, Boston's full of offensive power. So it's going to be a real test for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And Samsonov's going to be in net tonight, too.
He's been playing well at home.
He has been playing well at home. So hopefully the hockey gods will bless him and we can come out on top of this game. But speaking of the Leafs, obviously, lots have been going around.
Rumors.
The trade deadline is, it's approaching. And so what exactly is Kyle Dubas going to do? We're going to get a D. We're going to get a forward. Highly doubt that.
Yeah.
Or are we going to get more goaltending? What's going on, Justin? Who do you think they're going to go for?
Look, there's the 2 biggest names I think right now are Timo Meier to San Jose. I almost said San Francisco. San Jose. And Jacob Chychrun from Arizona.
Yeah.
Which one is more likely? I think a Chychrun deal would be more likely because Arizona wants to move off him because they're obviously in a rebuild. Chychrun is also a guy that can bring them in a lot of pieces that can help accelerate that rebuild. A guy like Timo Meier would be great, amazing, but he's owed a $10 million a qualifying offer at the end of the season. And we know the Leafs don't have enough money to spend.
We got nothing
to give Timo Meier. Unless you want to use him as a pure rental, but he's so young, I would not want to use Timo Meier as just a rental, right? And what's the cost going to be? Another name to watch out for is Ivan Barbashev out of St. Louis, a guy who can play a 200-foot game, a gritty guy, good for the playoffs, was a part of that St. Louis program that won a Stanley Cup. I would look at him. He'd be a good depth piece to have in your top 9, a guy like Ivan Barbashev. As for goaltending, maybe, depending on how the Matt Murray situation unfolds, they could look at a goalie. But right now, it appears to be that it's Ilya Samsonov's net come game 1 of the playoffs. And I think that's exactly what's going to transpire.
Well, in order for stuff to happen, too, the Leafs have to get rid of
some stuff.
Because we got no space left.
No cap space, not a whole lot of prospects.
No.
You got draft picks, but we know the Leafs draft picks are not like the best draft picks because they're always going to be a good regular season team.
A name, though, that's been circulating that might get traded is Kerfoot.
Yeah.
His name has been going around. Even Holmberg, his name has been going around too. And I mean, I feel like you can get a really good pick for Kerfoot.
Replenish something, or even just bring in a depth player, or maybe a straight hockey trade, Kerfoot for something else that could come into your lineup. So we'll see. Kyle Dubas has got to get creative, but I definitely think they're going to have to make a move a little bit more splashy than the Nick Foligno type moves or those moves like that. Try to do something that's actually going to be sustainable to helping you in the playoffs.
And one more name that we'll throw out there because you didn't mention them, Jake McCabe.
Yeah.
He's a big body guy. He can rack up minutes on the team. He can be perfectly paired with TJ Brody. So that's a name that you guys should definitely keep an eye on, and we'll see exactly what happens within the next coming days with Kyle Dubas. Yeah. Bo Horvat now. Bo Horvat trade. Can you believe he's going to be an Islander?
And wearing number 14.
I can't visualize this. Like this just doesn't fit. Anyways, my opinion, I think the Canucks lost that trade. I mean, you got Anthony Beauvillier from that, and and to Ratty. I don't. It just doesn't quite compare to Bo Horvat, who's on pace to having a career high.
He already hit his career high.
Well, 52 goals is what he's
yeah, but he passed. Yeah, he is projected to score 50 goals, but he passed his career high of 31 goals already. Celine.
It's insane. I love to see Justin in pain.
So Celine, so I was Monday, I got off from work, just finishing up some things for the day, and then Celine texted me saying, Horvat, in all caps. I'm like, okay, well, maybe, Celine kind of texts me some weird things here and there. Like, what's going on here? And then she's like, Horvat. And I look on my Twitter, I'm like, oh, Horvat got traded. And we had an instant reaction video, but I'll just regurgitate or say what I said before. I don't know what the Canucks are doing. Jim Rutherford said you need major surgery. What's next? Okay, well, I want to see Brock Besser traded. I want to see Thatcher Demko traded. I want to see what's next for the Vancouver Canucks. And listen to GM Patrick Allvin speak about it. Basically, this team is now in the hands of Quinn Hughes and Elias Pettersson. So EP40 and Quinn Hughes, I'm looking directly at you. This roster, this franchise, this organization is now in your hands. Take control of it. Step up. Elias Pettersson's having an all-star caliber season. We know Quinn Hughes is a point-producing defenseman. I want to see these guys take ownership of this organization and really put it back on the right track. Something Bo Horvat should have had the rightful opportunity to do. But Elias Pettersson, Quinn Hughes, your time is now. So step up to the plate and knock this thing out of the park. And Jim Rutherford and Patrick Allvin, I think Brock Besser's next. Maybe Toronto, Brock Besser.
No.
Minnesota, Minnesota, Brock Besser. So
yeah, definitely
we'll see what's happening with the Canucks, but it's been a tough couple days.
It's been a real tough couple days. Well, the New York Islanders, they won that trade.
We'll see. I mean, the Islanders could be out of the playoff picture in a month's time, and then trade Horvat at the deadline, right?
Do you think that Horvat will resign?
We'll see. I mean, they're saying he's gonna want like 8x8 or 8x8.5, right? And I'm interested to see what the Canucks offer was, because they said it was a fair market value offer, but I want to see what the offer was for Bo Horvat. And look, I don't think Lou Lamoriello makes this deal without any inclination they can sign Horvat. But if things go off the rails for the Islanders and they're fall out of the playoff picture, could they trade Horvat at the deadline? I don't know.
I guess we'll wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see.
We'll wait and see. Now, onto a more positive note. NHL All-Star. It's here. Tonight, there's only 2 games going on. You have Carolina and Buffalo and Boston and the Leafs.
Absolutely.
And the All-Stars is starting to happen within a couple of days. So this is going to be really exciting. Justin, what's your favorite All-Star competition?
I was a big hardest shot guy, but I love seeing the fastest skater.
Oh, yeah.
The fastest skater to me is the best. I love seeing like guys like McDavid whip around. You know what? The accuracy shooting too.
You think you can beat them?
Well, actually, in bantam hockey, I won the fastest skater competition at a tournament.
Yeah.
So,
how old were you?
I was like 15, 16.
Oh, okay.
So I got some wheels. I got some wheels out there. Yeah.
He's got some major wheels. You know what I'm most excited for? There's 3 new competitions that are going on. So one's called Splash Shot. So it's like basically like you dunk them. Like when you like go to like fairs and stuff and you throw the ball and it has to hit the thing and they plummet into the water.
Yeah, the dunk tank.
The dunk tank. Yeah, that's what it was called. I couldn't remember what it was called. But yes, that's going on. There's also pitch and puck, which is golf basically, and Tendy Tandem.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister.
I know, it's like Daddy. That one's going to be interesting where goalies get to shoot on each other. That'd
be kind of cool, actually, yeah.
Right? Like, when do you ever see that?
And Roberto Longo's going to be there, which would be nice.
It's going to be cool to see. Fun. Yeah, it's going to be a really fun weekend. So make sure you're definitely tuning in. It's going to be lots of fun. But that's all from Justin and me today on the Homestand TV. We will catch you back here on Friday.